Tons of Go Crypto Investing, and a quick golf course update as we're going to go golfing here after work. See that beautiful golf course in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois. We're going to give you a little quick update here. You can see the dollar fell at the end of the day, and that's a critical thing as we've lined all this up for you beautifully. And you can see the dollar is consolidating now. It bounced off our support line. I moved the green arrow. The green arrow used to be over here, and then I moved it over here just to point at the support because it's descending blue line. That support, it bounced on it back here, then it bounced on it right here, and now it's consolidating. And if this breaks up, you're going to have crypto and the stock market falling. If this consolidates and breaks down, crypto and the stock market can go up, but we know the Fed's raising rates, I believe, next week. So I would imagine the stock market will go down. Could pump leading up into that to a speech like the prior two, where the market hears the news and they hear what they thought they were going to hear, and then the market pumps, but then it dumps within a day or two. And I would look for that to happen again. And if we look at the cryptos, you can see Bitcoin had a beautiful rally like we were talking about this morning. It came all the way up, right? We were in this consolidation the other day. It came all the way up to this. It broke through the blue or the red overhead resistance, got above the white support zone, right? And wicked all the way up. It had a phenomenal 3% move, and now we're getting rejected again right at the same area we got rejected last time, right at that blue ring. So now what you want to watch to see is, does it start to do this consolidation again where it just fizzles out and then rolls back over? Because it could do something like this where it comes down and then even catapult up, right? So we're going to pay attention to see what happens with this as this evening progresses. Do we get another move similar to this and to this right there, right? Because we, as you know, if I zoom out to the 3-hour time frame even farther, we've been in this consolidation zone. You can see the major volume indicator right there. You can see, right, that's why we have this. Let's pull our industry exclusive purchasing tool up for you. That's why we have this line here. And notice twice now you came up to it here, and now you're coming up to the blue ring. But this is major overhead resistance. This is major overhead resistance, right? And now if we come back down, you want to try to back test this. And if you can back test this right here, then you can pump up. But if you fall through that, you're going to come right back down into this volume indicator, where you can see when you have more green than this orange or yellow, that means it's buy pressure. If you have more less green and less blue, blue is buy, green is buy. This color is sell and sell. So when you have more of the candle right here in the volume as sell pressure, you can expect it to sell off. And you can see up here, this is an area where the volume drops off. So that's a likely spot where sellers are, because the people above that are trapped, right? So it's close. When it gets closer to it, the people that fall higher than this volume line, they like to sell, especially after they've seen it flush all the way down there. They just get close to getting their money back, and they're quick to sell, right? But you keep seeing the buyers come back in down here at the bottom part of this volume indicator, and this is the major range we've been trading in since May 11th. So almost a month now. It's just been consolidating sideways with pumps, dumps, and now we pumped. And now what I would watch out for is to see if it dumps back down, and that's what we're going to watch out for today, tomorrow, and however long this takes into this consolidation. You can see we're stringing out nicely, sort of like we did last time, where it's strung out for a couple of day and a half right here. It's strung out from the 5th all the way to the 6th, so it's about a day and a half to 2 days. And that's what we're going to watch out to see, is if that's what we're doing. If we're consolidating like what it did right there, right? Come on. If it's going to do that all over again and top out, and then it did it again right there, and now we're going to see if it's doing it yet again right here. And if it does, your area that you would target on a short would be 30,884 is your first one, and then really this major the white top of this white support box, where on its way down you would expect it to get rejected to here, and if it can hold that, that would be really bullish. But you can see last time here it fell right through the 200-day when the moving averages converged on each other. So I would look right now to see these moving averages converge up into here. I would expect the 200-day to be here, the 100 to be there, and then the 50 to start curving back around as it starts to do something like this, the longer this consolidates. And if it does that and you come here, this is where your next major area is going to be. I think even if you're going to go up, you got to come back down and back test this to shoot up and breach this old high right here. But I think you got to come back down here first either way, or if you come back down here and fall through, then you got to look for the step down on each of your support zones right on the way down, kind of like you did here. You blew through the initial support, then you blew through the secondary support, and then you started bottoming out right here in a constricting, slowing, smaller price range, right? Like, subscribe, and share. That's what we're looking like right now in Bitcoin. We'll give you some more updates later. I got to get out onto this golf course. Peace and love. Peace and love.